show. This is Wagner's Flexio. And for anybody who wants to do some comparative shopping, I highly urge you to do it. The model number that you're going to be looking for is the Flexio 2000. It is their most up-to-date, their newest power sprayer. And it is bad. This thing works like no other. I have an older Wagner that I liked, but I would avoid using it because it was a little tough to clean.
I have one from 10 years ago.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Maybe the same model. This thing is so easy to clean.
Oh, yes.
I don't have to even thin paint with it.
No.
And we're giving you accessories that don't come with the machine. I want to introduce you to Sean Pickford. Welcome back, my friend.
Good to see you.
Can I preach for just a second?
Yes, please.
Here's the Flexio. This has 3 simple parts inside of the spray nozzles to clean instead of the 7 that it used to have. This is the great big 48-ounce cup. Now, I want to push this down, and I'll get this. This is what I use to do bulk. Thank you, sir. This cup right here sells for $39 by itself. This is the smaller unit with the precision tip.
Yeah, all your detail work, all your trim, all your cutting in.
This is the paintbrush.
That's it.
Whereas this is the paint roller.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
But you don't normally get them together.
Right.
We made sure you got both together. The cleanup, you'll love it.
Oh, it's so much easier, and that's the great thing about it.
For Dad's Day, it's a great gift, but for anybody who has lots of things on the to-do list, this is the way to get it done. Let's go paint.
Let's go paint. So we're going to start off here with our door, okay? So normally this would be a challenge to paint. Yeah, maybe a half hour, 40 minutes if you're good.
I'd be cutting out with the brush, because you know me, I'm anal retentive. This is indoors and also outdoors. Now, we did put a drop cloth down, but it is smooth, smooth paint. What type of paint are you using here?
I have a latex in here.
Normally, I would have to thin a latex, which meant more than one coat.
Not with this guy. You can see every little nook and cranny right in there.
That's
and again,
beautiful.
It's a 2-stage trigger.
What does 2-stage trigger mean?
So we start the airflow in the motor to get the paint going through it. So we get the airflow, then we pull the trigger back all the way to release the paint. So you can see if I do it off a little, it's not painting right now.
Yep.
That's just to get the airflow going. Then I go ahead and pull the trigger. You get a much more even flow of paint when you do that.
A single-stage motor system means when you pull the trigger, the paint comes out at the same time as the fan.
Right.
And what happens is it spits, and you wind up with globs. This, now I could come back, and if I wanted to, back roll that, but I probably wouldn't have to.
Well, I mean, you could see.
So we just painted a door in seconds.
30
It takes me 35 to 40 minutes to do a door right. Here is an outdoor project that we'll be doing on my farm this Saturday. I have 16 shutters to paint.
Yeah, but you know what?
And I was
Wagner.
putting it off. I bought this when it was a today's special value. He can, now by the way, he can paint vertically, horizontally. He'll get every slat perfectly finished, and the job is done.
That's the beauty of it.
I've used this thing about 6 times since I ordered it, and that was only about a month ago. I've been impressed every time I use it.
Look, there's half a panel in 15 seconds, all right?
Yeah.
And notice, every nook, every cranny, every angle, we are covered. And it's even neat done the first time. There's not a ton of wasted paint because there's not overspray. And I'm not leaning over doing this.
Yeah,
you roll more of the tray than you put paint on the walls. This is so much easier to do.
Wagner has been the leader in paint sprayers since day one. It's a brand name people know. But as an honest consumer, they had some drawbacks. They were difficult to clean, and you had to know how to use them. This new Flexio system, first-time owners, first-time users, that new eye spray nozzle makes it so easy to be able to put the paint exactly where you want it. And it atomizes the paint so that you get a much smoother coverage and finish.
The first time, and that's the great thing, you get a full coverage the first time. You're not painting over things 2 and 3 times. It's not blotchy, it's not spotty, it's not clumping. There you see the vertical or horizontal spray nozzle. All you do is twist.
Because it's spraying a fan-like spray of paint.
Yeah, I mean, it's a professional painter.
Yeah, it
Every
is.
professional, you see all the home makeover series they have? They all use painters like this. Why?
Because it works. The cleanup,
Right.
that is my favorite thing. There used to be 7 parts inside of the nozzle, and you had to be a Swiss watchmaker to put the darn thing back together. There are 3 very simple parts now, and it gives you a better control of the spray.
And you
So
can see.
anything you're going to paint, indoors and outdoors. By the way, if you're going to paint a room indoors, you're going to use this sprayer.
Well, that's the great thing. It's indoor or outdoor use, so it doesn't have to be just outside. All right? You can see how easy, whether it's the back of the chair,
good.
the seat of the chair.
We've had over 30, I think it's 34,000 people who have picked it up since we first launched it at QVC. And I got to tell you, I'm more easygoing as a host than I am as a consumer. I bought this when Sean brought it to us as a today's special value. And the first time I used it, if I hadn't have been thrilled with it, it would have gone back in the box and it would have gone right back to QVC's warehouse. I love this darn thing.
I mean,
I hate painting.
I do too, but you know what? Every now and then you have to paint to make things look nice and do the upkeep.
Half my to-do list from Kelly is painting. I don't mind it. I've gotten so much more stuff done this spring than I ever have.
It's so much more efficient, it's so much easier, and we've made the cleanup as easy as it could be. You're gonna clean out the container here, pour any extra back into the can, you're gonna take the nozzle off, you're gonna scrub it out, we even give you the little brush. So all the people in the past said, oh, I love to paint, but the cleanup's really hard. It's not a challenge anymore. This is super easy. You can do this. If you've never painted before, this is your answer. This makes the job go so much faster.
You used to have to thin latex paint to get it to go through the aperture.
Right.
You don't anymore because of this machine. And it's not just paint. If you want to stain a deck, the deck itself isn't tough. You do that with a roller. Now we'll do it with a sprayer. But the spindles for the railing took forever.
Well, yeah.
Now
I mean,
you can do both.
I can
quick
paint
and simply.
sideways, I can paint back and forth. However I want to paint this deck, I can do it. And again, all I'm doing is aiming 6 to 8 inches away from the surface, back and forth, nice and steady. All right, little touch up here on the corner. We just did the deck portion of it that fast. And
But
look, it's perfect.
Here's the price of admission. Doing spindles was a paintbrush. And because you had rounded edges, it would drip. Now you switch to the smaller container, which gives a more finite spray. It becomes like your paintbrush, but you've got absolute control.
And you can see I just go up and down the spindles. Go back over here to this guy.
And you hit it from all 4 directions and you're done.
I mean, there's 2 passes and I've already painted one side of that spindle. I go over the other side, paint the other, I'm done. And you can see how nice and even the coat of paint is. You couldn't do that with a paintbrush. You'd be there for hours. This takes minutes. That's it.
The whole unit was built for the person who has never owned a paint sprayer. But I'll tell you, the people who are going to be most thrilled about it is somebody who has had a paint sprayer in the past and was frustrated with the old one. So Dad's Day, it's a great Dad's Day gift. For Mother's Day, it's a great gift. You can take old furniture, paint it new. Yard sale finds, make it look perfect. You get a training program with it.
This is part of the package that you get with the Flexio 2200. All right, so we give you a test pattern. So if you've never used it before and say, well, I don't want to make a mistake, what can I spray out first? This is a perfect way to learn. Yeah. So you tape this on something or put it on a piece of cardboard, doesn't matter. So, all right, aim here. That's all I'm going to do is aim there. Depending on which way your nozzle is. All right, so if my nozzle is like I have here where it's side to side, all right, you're going to paint side to side. So I'm going to do the horizontal. So I aim here. Okay. Push the trigger, aim. Oh, it's that easy? Oh, that's pretty easy. I can do that. Yeah. Well, what about up and down? No big deal. All you're going to do is take your nozzle and you twist. So now I'm in the vertical position. So now aim here. Oh, I can do that.
And bring your line down.
All right.
But you've got control. That's your big container. That's like your paint roller. You can then switch it out to the small one and you can get pinpoint precision with paint with very little overspray. You'll still do some taping, and I'm gonna still recommend a drop cloth, but you're not going to have nearly the
Right.
mess.
And again,
that
we
you
have the
normally
same
do.
thing for the detailed nozzle. You start here and you just follow the diagram. Again, two-stage trigger, pull it in. Can I make a circle? Yep, I can do that. I can stay within the line. And that's how easy this is.
Nice job.
That you can paint anything you want. I mean, you want to write your name? All
Sign
right.
your work.
Anything you want to do. That's how detailed this is. So, I mean, this is so cool, this kit, and what it does and how it makes your life so much easier. And you will paint more things you ever imagined.
If you're comparison shopping, it is the Wagner Flexio 2000.
Right.
In the box, when you get it here, it's going to say 2200. And the reason being is we give you that smaller paint container.
Yeah, you can't find this configuration anywhere but here.
Yeah,
so.
Wagner did it for us.
Right.
Already, how many, my friend? Well over 34,000 of them ordered since they first came to QVC. Sean,